So, well, we did lose this, but we got it back. And this is what we got back. But what we're actually going to demo is going to be this thing. So, the thing I built last video. So, or maybe after the last video. So, right now, let's get working on this. So, I need to disconnect, in order for this Tourette sensor to be practical, I need to disconnect the accelerometer from the rest of the chip. So, let's open this up. Alrighty. Application is functional. I'm probably just going to be staying up late tonight and finishing this up. Watch this later. Watch this later. Really want to watch that right now, but I'm not going to interrupt the show just to watch Honest Halo game trailer. You to bookmark that, yeah. Okay. So let's go back to this. What are we doing? Right. Running Arduino setup. Functional. Connect. Good. That is working. Alrighty. Next up. Why'd you stop? I'm restarting this. I'm restarting all of this. Why is it disconnecting? Alright, I'm restarting this whole thing. Now give this a minute to set up. What? Okay, I don't know what's gotten into you, but you're working now. Alrighty, so... Android display. What's the honest Taylor controller? Yep. Yep.
Do you have index cards?
Yep.
Laboratory.
Yep.
Lighting in here is so bad. Oh,
Workbench.
because it's dim.
And because it's underground. Mostly because it's down. So that's why it's been hard to see for the past few days.
Yes. That will happen.
I just got a lamp.
That will happen.
But I already got the lamp. I need to put something else up here that's less distracting. Yes?
You can use the trick sensor for nail biting, right?
Well, it can't distinguish between this and this.
Well, hopefully you don't have nail biting and trichotillomania. I mean, if you do, then you can solve both those problems at the same time. But as long as it's here, like you have to have your arm in this position to bite your nails. Right?
I can tell that your arm is vertical.
Yes. Which means, so yes. You
It's
can
the same
use
thing.
This. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
So you can use this.
Yep, but I can't reprogram it to do this. It'll just be the same thing, literally.
No, yes, I know. That's
Okay.
what I'm getting at.
Yep.
Except when it comes up in the interview, we can be like, yes, you have this exact problem. I have this exact problem. We are the users.
Should I use this for nail biting?
Might as well. We need to fucking test it.
Yeah. Man, now I gotta make this thing actually work.
Well, yes. That would be good.
Yeah, I would love to try this for nail biting.
Yeah, and like I'll stop like scratching out my face.
Yeah.
'Cause it
Like, face, mouth, hair.
yeah.
Like, there's no reason to touch your face. Except to, like, oh, well, whenever I take off my hat, it's gonna buzz.
Yes. There are some like weird combinations of things you can't do. Like you should we have to have a pause button so that
Uh-huh.
when you go to eat, it doesn't like freak out.
Oh, yeah, but
But it's
man,
okay,
now I
we'll
have
deal
a
with that
reason
later.
to make this thing.
Yes, we have a fantastic reason to make it.
Yep.
And when they're like, "How do you know people will use this?" Because we both fucking need it. Like not on the scale.
In
of-
addition to, you know, everything else we've been doing.
yes.
Yeah, that's a brilliant... Why did I not realize that nail biting would be so easy?
Because this is such an abstract way to measure these really complicated psychological phenomena.
Yeah. Man, I'm
But
excited to work on this
It
again.
works. Well, it's so simple that we know it'll work.
Man, if we do nail biting, though, I might want to do, like, an actual electric shock.
So, we can't market that.
No, but I
We
mean
can't
just
get it
for like
FDA approved.
no, for personal use. I mean.
Yes, that would be a great marketing scheme. It's like we're not selling this one because it's kind of illegal, but this is how we use it.
Oh, and here's this kit that can make you that can enable the electric shock instead.
Yes, it would go in the blog section of this is how we built it. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't do this. Don't try this at home. Except then when you forget and you're like, oh, potato chips.
And starting fires.
Yeah, there's like all sorts of problems, but it's okay. Like we'll work those out. Those are just engineering problems.
I love having this giant workbench full of stuff, and I know what most of it does.
Most of it.
Yeah, I can't actually tell what capacitance this is. Oh, so remember when you were complaining about how none of the Linux commands makes intuitive sense?
Is it like the colors on capacitors?
Tell me what that is, and if you know what it is, tell me precisely what it is.
Is it a capacitor?
It is, yeah, what kind?
K5M? Is it like 5
Yeah, what's the...
millifarads?
Well, what matters is the...
Is it 5 millifarads?
I doubt it.
Is it 5 megafarads?
Is it capital or lowercase m?
I can't tell. Maybe it's a W.
I have a bunch of other random electronic shit that I'm bringing.
K5M, but that doesn't even make sense, because K is 1,000 and M is 1,000,000. If you combine the two, you get a G. You see what I mean? These are the people who created the Linux commands, and they were like, FG is so intuitive, because it means foreground.
What? What does that command even do?
It moves something from the background to the foreground. It's really useful.
Okay, what is the syntax for it?
FG.
FG, then what?
Then, well, usually it's FG just does the previous thing that you background. But you can also do FG like space %4, and that takes the fourth task and puts it to the foreground.
So it's Alt-Tab.
No. Well, sort of. It's like Alt-Tab for command line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the nice thing is, if you have a command that takes a long time to execute, you can put it in the background so your command prompt opens up again. You do that by typing an ampersand at the end of your command. I'm telling you this as confusing as possible, just to make it more fun.
Can you go back to reading about Christmas shit?
Okay.
Bye.
Let's say you want it to be 3-digit. Start at 100. SCL, SDA, VN, round. Ow! No, that's not working on making this thing smaller. Smaller is cheaper. Cheaper means it's easier to build. Still working out the kinks. We're still working out the kinks. So. You're empty. You don't have any wire. Let me get this straight. You're empty. You can't find a wire. You're at MIT. Ribbon cable is expensive. Okay, so another funny story. I want to make sure to record in video. Or this is still recording, right? Yeah. So another fun thing I want to make sure to record, immortalize forever on the internet, just in case someone's watching this later, is when I ship this thing to my brother. So he's in Philadelphia, needs to present this for a laboratory. So before I send this to him, I take it apart. Just, to make sure nothing gets damaged. Which means that once he gets it, he has to reassemble it. Which I'm okay with, because I don't have to. And I hope God do the problem. I'm kidding. It was a pain, and I probably wouldn't do that in the future, but it was to keep some stuff from coming undone. Anyway, that was a mistake. But, where are we? So I send this thing to him, and ribbon cable. I want ribbon cable. No, we don't have any yet. Oh, hey. Yeah, we beautiful ribbon here. Maybe I don't think I'm here. Kidding me? Are you? Crap. The reel's gone into my account there. gonna have to deal with all those errors eventually. These are some arbitrary units we use to make it easier to send stuff. These are some arbitrary units we use to make it easier to send numbers. We have the actual 9.8 meters per second. 300 is about 9.8, 200's helps. It's easier to send stuff if you send it as an integer. It's this way for backwards compatibility. We can fix it. We don't have an hour to do this. Fix it for backwards compatibility.